Okay, I'm going to show y'all how I cook okra. First thing I do is I do have this machine. It actually turns. It will turn. It'll multiple fry. I use some peanut oil. I'm going to set it on 340. And that's going to be the prime star of the meal. It's actually a New York strip. We're going to reverse sear it. So I took some okra. It's cleaned, dried it off, cut it up, cut the ends and tips off, made sure everything's okay. I put about a tablespoon or two of just whole milk in here, let it get room temperature. And what's the purpose of that milk? Well, the purpose of the milk, if you get milk, if you remember, if you leave it out room temperature, it gets like super sticky. You add that to the natural stickiness of the okra, and it really works out well. So yeah, he wants okra. So he ain't gonna get any. He might get one. I don't know. So after this, I'm gonna let it get to room temperature, make sure it's nice and sticky, and then we're gonna put some cornmeal on it. I think what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to transfer this okra that's been coated with a little tiny bit of milk. I'm going to put that in another bowl. And the reason I'm doing that is get rid of all this excess milk, juice, etc. I'm trying to get it down to where this is as little bit of cornmeal in the bowl as possible, and 100% of what little cornmeal I'm going to put in it will go on the okra itself. Now, also, I used to put salt and pepper in there at this time, but I don't do that anymore. The reason being is the frying will burn the pepper, and honestly, I can't taste it, and I can't. The salting doesn't do any good. So what I've done in the last couple of batches is I have salt and peppered it generously while it's cooling off. So here's the just plain yellow cornmeal. So we're going to put that in there. I have some grits that have a little bit bigger thing. I thought about using that, but I'm not sure yet. I like to experiment, but I like to eat more. So if I experiment and something goes awry, then I'm not going to like my grits. So we're going to put just a little bit of cornmeal in there. This is hard to do with one hand. See, I got too much cornmeal in there, in my opinion. Got one that got away from me. So there's the cornmeal. As you can look at it, we'll just look at it very closely. It's not breaded. I don't like breaded okra. I think breading okra is just, I don't see the point. The point of eating fried okra is to taste fried okra. When you bread fried okra, you can't taste the okra. So to me, it's all about tasting the okra. So our fryer is still heating up, but you can see how it turns. Then we're going to dump that in there in just a minute. I've been putting my thing in here. It's because my light went off. I threw a one okra in there and it didn't really start frying, so I'll put this in here to kind of see what it's doing. It is not there yet. I think I got it up to around 270, 280. So I just want to make sure. I'm not going to show you the whole thing because I don't want to wait here till it cycles up, but you can see the light went off, but it's just not up to temperature yet. So I'm going to put the top down and see if that captures some heat, and we'll come back in a minute. I'm going to put my steak in the oven to reverse sear. I've got my little thermometer there, so let's see let's get that done, then we'll come back and fry up some okra.